Welcome to the exposer. So yesterday, a video went viral where Spac Nation pastor Mariam Mola mentioned that she didn't know who God is and that she only knew PT. So I said I'll put out the full video today, but this is a warning because this video is sickening. Just when you thought she couldn't get any worse. Guys, watch this video, and I would encourage you to pray after you watch this video because it's very, very crazy.
Like, in all sincerity, yeah, like, and I promise you guys, yeah, I wasn't born to be liked, like, for you to like me. Like, that isn't really like the goal here. The goal isn't that, okay, well, Mola will love Mariam and they will hold hands and run in the park. That's not the goal. The goal is that you become who you're supposed to be under my leadership. That may not be nice a lot of the time. It may be, and it's the same thing for us in the house with PT. It's not that, oh yeah, like, I love you, Dad, all the time. It's sometimes you're a freaking idiot. Why did you make that choice? That was a terrible choice. But it's in that, it's in you facing the thing that I've told you and doing the thing I've asked you to do after that. It's now that, okay, I know that you're really with me or that you're really following me. And that's something that I found that I was really struggling with in my journey of trying to do this, of trying to lead, is that I don't speak. I'm speaking to you guys, but I don't speak. And you, and those of you that understand will understand. So there could be something going on, there could be something brewing, blah, 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 and I'm just not going to talk about it. But I said to her that these hard truths, yeah, I said, I'm going to stop telling you the truth. You guys just can't hate me all the time, because the things I'm going to say to you, and sometimes after I say the things, I'm just like, oh my God, why did I say that to her? She can't take it. But I realized that I'm doing to her what my dad does to me. Or I'm doing to the girls what my dad is trying to do with us, is tell us the truth. Those of you that know me know that I'm a bit of a loner anyway. I don't really have friends like that. I have people around me, young girls around me, who are my friends, who are my daughters and friends and whatever you guys call this stuff. But I'm naturally a loner. I don't do groups. I don't do girl stuff. As much as I love women, women's ministry, whatever you want to call it, women's stuff, I'm not, and I will never be part of a girl group. It's just not me. I've never done it, and I don't want to be part of it. Do you know my favorite person in the world just logged on? Like, first time, you know how much I love you so much. Like, I actually love P-Sam so much, you know. Like, I actually do. I've been hurt a lot. And I don't know how to move on this next level of pastorship because of the way people have hurt me before. How do I move? And I shared with her an experience I had. So I said to you guys that in school, I didn't have girlfriends. I was always kind of like on my own kind of thing. And then maybe I'll have one more person with me. And that person will be with me because we're doing a job together. We're doing something together. There's a motive. So my relationships were always motive based. We're doing something together. You're not going to just be my friend for free. I don't play those games. It's never going to happen. If I'm with somebody, it is because we're achieving a goal. So from the world I'm coming from, right? We don't, like, there is just this barrier. You could be making money with somebody every day. You could be with people every day. Like, we used to go to like a trap house and everybody be in the house and we'll make money there. We could be there till 3 a.m, 4, 5, whatever. And we're close, we're eating together. Sometimes they just maybe a job we're doing and we go to somebody's house for 6 months and we're banging that job and we can be close. But there is still, for me, that barrier. I don't care how much money we're making together. You just don't get in my life. You just don't get in like that. I'm sleeping and my doorbell rings. Listen, if you're from where I'm coming from, even if my door rings now, I still get panic attacks. That still goes on the truth. Maybe it's not a thing of get over it. It's just that you've just been hearing the door ring at a certain time. The only thing you're thinking is feds. Who is ringing my door at that ungodly hours of the day, bro? What for? So I'm thinking, oh God, like, what now? And remember, yeah, there's no get over it. There's no pray the spirit out. There's no nothing, bro. If you hear your doorbell, it's not a bailiff. Bailiffs don't have energy for no time. And bailiffs ain't coming to my house because they never registered to my house. It is straight beds. There's no soul coming to my house at that time. I've become maternal. I'm one of those, even now, I don't like your kids. Don't bring your kids around me. I'm not on that. I'm just not that person. I'm not going to pretend. I don't like crying. I don't like poo. Chloe doesn't cry. She moans because I'll just give her that face. I don't like kids like that. Do you get what I'm saying? So, me looking after my sister's kid. Yeah, come. Me looking after my sister's kid, yeah? Just say hi. Me looking after my sister's kid, yeah? Made me bare tired. So I slept like 11:30. So the door ringing around 2 was like nuts. Yeah, that's fine, bro. I'm not on it. I don't want to pretend. You look, guys, I'm done pretending. Like, it's not, I don't really, I like my kids sometimes, but I'm not like, I want kids swinging on my ankles, bro. That's not what I want to do. Like having Precious, the baby's name Precious, with me made me so tired. So my sister picked up the kid and I went to sleep. I woke up now and the door is ringing. So listen, my house at the time, yeah, because nobody has my address, my house ain't registered to my name. My house had squares, machine, everything. My house was just like basically a 15-year prison sentence in it. So I'm thinking, there's no time to hide anything. There's no time to move anything. I'm just thinking, what the actual hell is this? So I answered the door. I'm like, hello, like, and the girl said her name. She goes, yeah, it's me, Emma, like, and I'm not even thinking, what's she doing in my house? I'm not even thinking, what's this girl doing in my house at this time? I said, yeah, to let her in. As I let this girl in, like 20 girls run into my house. Like 20 girls run into my house. Immediately, my immediate response is I just started beating one of them up. And I'm not even like a fighter like that. I'm not angry. I'm not an angry person. I can't even, like, I can't stay angry long. I don't know how to be angry. And I just start to fight. But I was sharing this story with Pastor Basolo, and I said to her that I love these people with everything, and I gave these girls everything. And I don't know why they did that to me. I can never. I had the most. That's not a Newham story, bro. And I don't know why that happened to me. I can't tell you why that happened to me. I don't know why. But there was a trust that was inside me that was broken from that day. I stopped going to church. I stopped praying. I stopped everything. I stopped relationships with people. I stopped making money with certain groups of people. I stopped everything. Can you imagine the natural anxiety I have with living with girls? I'm just thinking you guys are going to scrap me one day because you're all nuts anyway. You guys just going to scrap, because girls are mad. Girls are, listen, girls are nuts. Women are delusional. So one day you guys are just going to get up and scrap me. That's what my mind is thinking. But my heart is saying otherwise. I've said to Basolo, you've got 7 more weeks in my house, my God. You're going to Birmingham and you're going to have your own trap house. And you're going to live with people that don't want to listen to you. You're going to have to love those people, but you're going to have to be bold and strong enough to tell them to get out of your house if they don't want to hear your voice. I've said to the girls that live with me, listen and listen very carefully. I'm not begging anybody. In fact, when you're leaving, what you do is you open the letterbox and you put the key in the letterbox. Everybody in this house must to work. You must have a salary. You must bring something to the freaking table. You're not going to eat on this table if you're not putting anything on this table. Do we make ourselves clear? When I'm speaking, you don't breathe. These things may sound harsh to you, but let me tell you something now. I told the girls, the risk I take for you guys, none of you guys will take it for each other. The fight I fight for you guys, nobody, let me tell you something now. Maybe some other leaders are not going to do that for you. I go out there. Do you think that sometimes people don't want my head? They don't want to. I've been out on a dinner, a Spac Nation dinner, and a man wants to smash my face with glass. Because of you seed I'm sowing, you know. Or maybe money I'm using to pay rent. So what I'm telling you guys to do, you're going to do it. Why am I saying this thing to you guys? I'm talking to you guys about relationship and mentorship. Anybody that does that, not that doesn't want to be under my mentorship. No, I'm going to tell you to leave. The moment I see that day was a mad day. My sister's scrapping outside for something that I kind of didn't even do, you know. But I'm even paying back debt, 15 grand. But I'm not talking about, I'm paying people back money so they don't come and fight you guys. What are you talking about? So you're telling me about leadership? I tell my girls that you follow a leader that has freaking scars. Why do I listen to a Pastor Sam? When I'm on my face and I don't know what I'm going to do, I don't call nobody else. It's a Pastor Sam and a Pastor Onya. I'm going to say, bro, I've up. what am I gonna do? Why? Because they have battle scars. They were, as a pastor, as a leader, you must have trophies in the back of your house, that those that live with you know that, okay, Pastor Mariam is my pastor because she has a trophy of winning in this place. I'm not your pastor because I'm pretty. I'm not your pastor because I know how to speak, because I know how to freaking fight. I know how to say, okay, I've messed up. I'm gonna take everything I have and I'm gonna sow it in the ground and we're gonna start again. We don't have rent. We're gonna get to work. Those that are with me, if you don't know how to fight, I'm not your leader. I'm not your mom. All this mothership, mom stuff, all this funny stuff. Choose your mother based on how you want to fight. That is it. If you want to be a fighter, yeah, we're going to fight. All of this, I'm saying, oh, you've been under my leadership for 2 years and you don't know how to make money? You were never under my leadership. Never in this life were you under my leadership. When I was under Pastor Sam's leadership, sometimes we couldn't get into, imagine going to your church and the church door is locked. Pastor Sam taught me how to find money, bro. That is why I will forever honor. I can't give you what Pastor Obi's got. So you better go and pray with those people. You don't want to pray, you're going to sink, my nigga. In this house, we are followers. All we do is follow. We're mobilizing is what I'm doing now, kind of thing. It may transcend to something else, but all I do is what I'm told. You might be thinking, why did Mariam make that choice? Yeah, that is Mariam. That is really who Mariam is. She's not that intelligent. She's not that smart. She still has a lot of work that needs to be done. Guys, but that level of leadership that can only come from transparency and being able to take truth. I told my girls already, listen, the season of luxuries is done. The season of going out to eat with Pastor Mariam is done. I'm going out to eat with Chloe, bro. The season of going out to eat with me is over. The season of me giving you £20 for your phone bills, they cut off your line. Let me tell you what they do if they cut off your line. You pray on Periscope with your people. You don't need a prayer line. I told one of my sons, Sam, his mom is blind. Do I care? Bro, this is the Mariam, I'm telling you, I don't care. Bring your seed, bro. Bring your seed. I don't care like that. Because let me tell you, work still needs to be done. Work still needs to be done. Do you know what Evangelist Samuel used to do? I'm telling you guys on the scope, so I'm going to call names. Evangelist Samuel, yeah, she lives in West London, far out of West London. She'll come to East London, she'll do work, mental match work, 9 to 5, bang it out. Pick up Chloe from the nursery, come and pick me up, and then drive to Croydon Park. We'll do service at Croydon Park. We will sow everything that we have, and this time we didn't have anything. Because there has to be a time where, as a leader, you put your foot down and you say, in this house, that can't run. I don't want nobody living in this house from the hours of 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. There should be nobody in my boat at that time. I don't want to see no one. You should be out getting money. Oh, PT said I should stop working. And do what? And do what? What are you going to do? You may leave that job, but go and find something else you're doing. Because let me tell you, if we're all working the way that we're mobilized are looking for money, we're not going to be looking for money. Because I would just say that in Pastor Sam's house, there are 10 people that are working, earning X amount, that's guaranteed seed. 20 people in this house, 5 people in the house. You're making the work of your leaders harder because you guys don't want to put in extra work. We have an attitude of take. It's the attitude of this generation. Listen to what I'm saying to you. If there is something that Solomon had, that people were running to Solomon day by day to give him seed, why are people not giving me seed? Why are people not giving me money? Why are people not listening to what I'm saying? Because there is something missing. I have too much of something else and less of this. Whatever Solomon had, the obedience that Solomon had, the wisdom, that is what I need. All the earth, they sought. They were looking for Solomon. They were looking for him. That all the earth sought the presence of, they were not looking for the presence of God, bro. They were not looking for the presence of God. Who's that? I tell you guys every day, I don't know who God is. If I make it in heaven, yeah. But for now, I don't know who that person is. I just know PT. So I got to now find out that Mariam, listen, this man has invested so much time in your world. finding out how you are, what's going on. It's now time for a mindset to shift, and you now need to enter his world and enter in the presence of a PT. Oh my suska. Now all the earth salt, I have to go and ask myself questions. How do I enter into the mind of this man? What am I doing wrong? What am I still doing wrong? And the Holy Spirit began to tell me that you have too much time to yourself. Surrender that power to me, that time to me. Surrender that £100 that you've got left to do your hair. Surrender, give me that power. Watch what I'm gonna do. Watch how people are gonna run to you with seed. Literally cast your crown. Give me everything you've got. It's not about your most. Look, now all the earth sought the presence. You know, we're always running to be in the presence of God, whatever that means. I want the girls in my house to be in my presence. I don't care what that sounds like. They must come and be hungry at 5 in the morning to hear the word I have to offer. Mobilizers, our voices have become mute. People are not hearing us anymore. That's why seed is low. It's not the church, it's the same people we're mobilizing. Our voices have become mute. There is something we are doing that is wrong. Because if I was doing the right thing, seed is not going to be a problem in the house. Bro, why? It's scripture. It says it here. Now all the earth sought the presence of Solomon to hear his wisdom. There is a wisdom that mobilizers are supposed to have that I don't have yet. I have missed something somewhere. That's why people are struggling to find me. That people want to give money, you know. People want to give money. People have a desire. We're all hearing the same word. They're burning. There are still people that haven't taken out. Let me tell you the truth. There are still people that haven't taken out loans yet. And I'm going to go and find them. I don't care what you say. I'm going to go and crash them. Why? Because they are there. They're looking. They want to. But they just can't hear me yet. In fact, it says God put in his heart. So it told you that it could have actually said they were searching the presence of God. It could have even said that they all went into Solomon's temple to look for God. No, they went into Solomon's temple, into a trap house, in Pastor Sam's trap house, and searched the presence of Pastor Sam. And this is what each man did. Each man brought his present, his gift. Oh, shalabradosa. Articles of silver, articles of gold, garments, armor, spices, horses, and mules at a set rate year by year. Those of you guys that are celebrating birthdays, you're long. This guy was being celebrated every day, day by day. There is something he had as a leader, as a house fellowship leader, even as a community, forget even that, as a mother, as a father in your house, in your trap house. Those that are with you must hear your voice. I heard the Lord tell me this morning, Mariam, empty your bank account, go and fight. You've stopped fighting. Empty to the penny. If you've got this in your account, to the pound. I can cry right now. The Lord is saying, surrender your power. Surrender your power. That £1 you have to catch the train, crash it. If it means that you stay at home and you can't get to church, it's fine. Who is Pastor Mariam? What is that? Crash yourself. Bankrupt yourself. Render yourself powerless. So the time you have, stay in your house. Me being in church does not mean that I'm being in Christ. My obedience means that I'm in Christ. How many of our aunties were in church but were not in Christ? I can become a church auntie tomorrow and crash my child. I'm saying no, it's my obedience. I must render myself powerless by giving my all. That may not be the instruction for you, but the Lord is telling me that I have too much power. I still am too strong. They don't know how. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even think I've got a heart anymore. I don't even have a heart again. I can't tell you. I don't have emotions left again. I don't even know where my heart is anymore. And I understand I now have the heart of a pastor. I told my girls, walk out of my effing yard. I don't need nobody here. I'm gonna go back on the road and I'm gonna win souls and I'm gonna fill my house with risk takers. I don't need anybody 20 plus telling me their mind. I don't want to hear your perspective on life. What is your perspective? My own perspective is, listen, we are going to fight, and anyone that complains about the way they fought for seed with me, you've crashed your entire life because you don't know what your seed goes and does. I don't have to give you an explanation as to why we're raising money. I might just say, guys, let's raise £10. We should all just go out and say, okay, look, guys, all of this £50, £100, it's long. Tell you guys every day, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to heaven, and this may sound very religious. I don't care to make it in heaven. I care about making it here because look, I just gave you guys some life experiences of what my life was at Con Road. Let me tell you what's waiting for me on road. That times 50. People, it's almost like hell will be waiting for me on road. People's anger will be waiting for me there. So I can't even go back there anyway. Give my will to I must hand my will to a Solomon, to a PT. I must give my power, literally. And I'm not saying spiritually. Literally hand my time. Anyone that runs away from my leadership runs away from truth. If you guys think this is honest, the way the girls in my house have it, you guys just see pretty pictures. They cry every day. Davidic women, sword, sleeping with a sword in their hand, raising money left, right, and center for everything. That's what this house does. There's no pretending. There's no stringing you along to any. No, in this house we raise money for the federal government. That's it, bro. We raise money and we fight. That is it. That is it. That is it. We raise money and we fight. We raise money.
There you go, guys. You heard it all. The blasphemy, the disrespect for God, the disrespect for her faith. How she uses Bible scripture to manipulate minds, to justify her actions. How she's using PT as the Lord. How she's encouraging loans and bankruptcy. Everything that a pastor shouldn't do, she's doing it. This is a leader in the organization where a lot of young people look up to her as a role model. She's cursing for the whole video. This is a woman who needs prayers, guys. We need to pray. And people want to deny that it's a cult. This is a woman that's openly admitting what's going on at Spac Nation. And when she starts off a video, it's not part of a plan to expose the organization. It's because there's something not right in her mind, and she says it. There's something not right in her mind. So she can't control what she says. And guess what, people? The reason why she's saying these things is because that's what her leader says to her. Her leaders. She has people above her like Onye, Sam, PT. All these guys behave in the same manner. They have turned her even more crazier than she was. And they are using her to force young, vulnerable people who are under her guidance to do certain things. She said it out of her own mouth. From a certain time to certain time, the girls in the house need to be out there finding ways to get income, finding ways to bring in her money. She's demanding the same respect as some of the leaders in the Bible got. She wants everyone under her to submit everything they have to this woman. This woman is clearly not okay, guys. We need to pray for Mariam. Because this is more serious than people think. Because some people watch her videos and think she's just doing it for the sake of it. Remember, guys, this is a lady with 27 convictions. It means that there's something not alright in her mind. And this is somebody who is leading in the organization. This is somebody that has influence in a lot of people's lives. Can you understand the people at Spac Nation who are vulnerable? People at Spac Nation who are lost, who are under her guidance, people who live with her. Can you imagine? She mentioned herself. People under her are crying. You might see pictures of them smiling, but she said people under her that live with her most days are crying because they cannot deal with her. And this is serious because we don't officially know who actually lives with her. So there could be some young, very young girl. She's openly admitted in one of her videos that there's a 14-year-old living with her. Can you imagine how she's mistreating this woman? We have seen how she mistreated Gifty, Louise, in a video. This woman is running a camp in her house. This woman is destroying people's lives. She's using a level of influence to ruining other people's lives for the sake of PT. And this needs to be stopped, guys. A woman who can manipulate Bible scriptures to fool the weak ones into giving her everything they have. This is a spirit, guys. We need to pray to break this spirit. Because this is something that's going on behind the scene. And she's not the only pastor doing this. This is happening all over Spac Nation. This is how the leaders are trained. And she is the head of finance at Spac Nation. So can you imagine what is actually going on behind the scene, guys? She's openly exposing herself. She's revealing what goes on at Spac Nation. And authorities need to see this.